For me, it would really be trying to get out into nature if at all possible.
Mm.
You know, going for a walk through a nice park, or we would be very fortunate here. We would live quite close to countryside as well, you know, so just sort of walking up and looking into the fields, and you know, I find that sort of would ground me quite a bit and sort of remove some of the stress I find if I stay in the house, if I'm feeling like it just gets worse.
Yeah.
So for me, no matter what the weather is, you know, whether put on a heavy coat and put your hood up and go.
I mean, music has been my first love ever since I was a young tiddler. But now what I do is I've got quite a lot of classical music that has got nature sounds superimposed over it, or the waves crashing in, and I find that very relaxing. Just sort of, I generally drop off to sleep if I'm not careful, but so it is so relaxing. Sometimes I'll take out my tenor horn and have a good old play on that, and I find that takes me away from all these various Zooms and things that we're doing, where we're having to concentrate on that, and I can just have a fiddle around and make up my own songs, and that gives me a sense of relaxation and achievement at the same time. So it's a double bubble in all ways. I'm not one to go out and go for a walk. It's a four-letter word as far as I'm concerned. But I might not physically do it, but mentally I probably do it, because I'm on a beach and the waves are coming in, and the trees are blowing gently in like it would be in Singapore, I guess.
Yeah.
And so that takes me off to another planet.
I like to go out, and I have a bench at the front. I think I mentioned it last week, and I did the Wednesday Wave for Deep, and I go out there. I've been able to go out more now because it's coming dry. You know, it's cold, but it's coming lighter now, and I go, and lorries go past and people go past and honk and wave to me, and I like that, and that takes the stress away. So
Is that about interacting with people for you?
Yeah,
Does that really help you? Yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to do baking bread to de-stress myself, because I found the action kneading the dough is very relaxing and very therapeutic, because my whole body is all engaged, and then especially when you need to slap the thing. Well, if you have a bad day, you slap, and then if you feel lousy, you slap even harder. Yeah, and so and then and the shaping of the bread is very creative, in the sense that I can decide how I want my bread to be, what shape and things like that. So I always, whenever I feel like a bit down or a bit too stressed with too many advocacy work, I just drop everything and go to my kitchen.
To de-stress every morning, I take my dog out and we go for a walk in the woods. I'm very lucky I have a small woodland behind my house, so we go straight into there. And even in the winter, you can hear the bird song, and even when it's covered in snow, and you're the first people in, you've got the beautiful colours and everything there. It's sensational, and it can't not de-stress you. But it's also important to not include stress in your life if you can. So even things like leaving the house can be really stressful, and most of us need to leave the house to allow ourselves to de-stress properly. So we need to work on, I think, ways to allow us to leave the house without getting too stressed about it, being confident that we can actually get ourselves back, and we remember the keys and everything else. And I'm sure we've all developed strategies to help with this.
I love doing my art because it brings me into the moment. It shuts out everything else, and it allows me to be just me. I don't have to listen to anybody else. People talking to me
Oh.
at home really overstresses me. I don't need all the
I'm
information.
actually waiting at the moment.
The other thing is that I go onto the YouTube and I watch Rick Steves with his travel videos, and I just sit back and imagine myself traveling with him, because I realize that traveling is going to be too hard for me when I come out of lockdown. So I imagine myself being with him and traveling with him. The other thing that I do is I've got my new greenhouse up, and I plant my seeds, and I check in the greenhouse every day, and I ask everybody if they're okay in the greenhouse.
A bit like Ken, really. I relapse and distress with I've got two Cocker Spaniels that are playing behind me at the moment, and I take them out at least 2 hours a day, and that relaxes me, and it's really good, because obviously it makes you concentrate on them, but it's the walking around the lakes or whatever you're doing, that really relaxes you. And the other thing I do a lot of jigsaws, and that relaxes me, and obviously helps you to concentrate better.